at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Bulldozes past him. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw here on first down. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Blankenship out to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess about it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Taylor. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Room to run past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Colts 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
111 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
In 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down.
It's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Burke. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll run with Taylor. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run with Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 1st down and more for Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Wilson.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Still going. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
202 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's back to throw.
Pass complete to Taylor.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Browns,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get to stay put.